residents in Taipei County can truly enjoy those arts, those performances. At the same time, we try to build those in-house small houses, portable, movable houses in public areas. We invite those artists to exhibit their works. They can also sell their works for tourists. So they can make a living. However, we spend a very limited money. And that's one creative idea. That's one example. You create that platform for them. You also encourage them. They will be recognized. So they are happy. They're happy. One good example is education, because we have very limited budget for education. What we do is we invite all teachers to, design textbooks, design classes, everything. They participated. Actually, we don't need to pay extra money for their, devotions, their sacrifice of time, something like that. They participated. So we have the best education program in Taiwan for Mandarin education, for English education, for arts, for everything. For some classes, we ask the college or universities to provide those classes. So students can go to those schools to appreciate opera, sculpture, oil painting, all those classes. Students go to those classes. So they're not paying anything, but they can learn. They can go to man-made wetland to learn, how beautiful the nature is, to see those insects, birds, and the fishes. So they love natural environments. They emphasize EP. They know low carbon living, everything, but by spending very limited budget. And that's how we do it.
So it's not the money that counts, but the mind behind it that counts. Now, certainly we're also looking at the tangible benefits of the creative economy in terms of creating a more harmonious environment, in your words, making connections to ecology, energy, ethics, and economics. Or in other terms, promote further growth in the job creation or GDP growth. Perhaps we can say a few words in this. You made an example on London with the creative sector, only 1/3 of the manufacturing center probably 10 years ago. How would you rate it today? How would you see London as a city move forward from where it was to where it is today?
Well, the relationship between creativity and the rest of the economy is a very problematic one. Because there are some creative people who work in a format or a medium which is really independent and solitary. But I think if we look around any society, we immediately realize that society, in a sense, uses its creative people to develop ideas within the society. So the boundary line between the creative economy and manufacturing and services is permeable, and ideas are going backwards and forwards all the time. The creative businesses are feeding in to manufacturing, not only through design, but through the way in which people develop their ideas, work with other people, and implement those ideas. Creativity is a way of changing the world, making it more elegant, more beautiful, cheaper, quicker, cleaner.
Yes.
Cleaning out the rivers.
Thank you.
We have a lot of artists who now work on environmental matters. There's a movement in Europe for artists to get involved with these environmental crises that we face. So we now in the UK, or at least I in the UK, I'll make it personal, I'm moving away from 6%, 8%, 70%, whatever.
So you don't want to use figures as benchmarks?
No, I don't want to say that. I want to talk about an attitude of mind education systems, governments should encourage people to see how they can make the world better, more sustainable, and so that everybody has a quality of life that is better for everybody. And it's a process, it's a circular process, and the creative mindset is the essential part of that circular process.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, John just reminded me about one good example, being sustainable, being creative. We're talking about a trend of low carbon city, low carbon living. In one Taiwan car manufacturers, they try to work with those high-tech experts in Taiwan to create electric van and cars in Taiwan.
The combo cars.
What they are doing is they are putting more IT products inside the car or even for buses. Because in the past, people think taking buses is kind of an embarrassing thing because it's not expensive, maybe a cheap symbol because people are all jammed in buses. They don't feel comfortable. So what they are designing now is putting all those sound system with IT design. Those windows, those chairs, beautiful, luxury standards. But all those creative ideas to make this bus, look like a symbol of luxury or comfortable, symbol to all the passengers in the future. And the cars, the appearance of the cars, they are trying to create more cute or a beautiful appearance for the buyers. But by using electric idea, low carbon living, sustainability concept, putting all those things together. And what we government are doing is we try to deal with the Shanghai, Hong Kong, or other cities in mainland China. So can we work together? We have this know-how. We have this product, amazing product, creative product. Can we share markets so we can lower the costs? That's for sustainability. But that's another good example happening in Taipei County now.
Great. All right. How will we try to take advantage or capitalize on all these creative ideas to create better cities, better lives? When we come back in a moment.
In June this year, the Executive Yuan authorized a systematic change that will allow Taipei County to become Xinbei City. The Xiban Special District and the second city center in Xinzhuang will both become community, economic, and business centers that are truly modernized to meet the demands of life in an international metropolis. The left bank of Bali, Bitan, and the Sunshine Sports Park are all fantastic examples of how the county government has integrated the riverbank ecology into our lives. In combination with hardware construction and planning, the county government has also placed significant value on the nurturing of art and cultural talent. In the future, Xinbei City will be the brightest star of all as it has dedicated itself to the vision of culture development, low-carbon sustainability, and internationalization.
Dr. Kao, your comment on the same topic?
Yes. A moment ago, when you mentioned London, that really reminds me, whenever I visit London, I fall in love with London, no doubt. The only question, I always find the cost of living, the expenses extremely high.
Yes.
Right? Would you agree with that too?
It is very expensive.
Okay.
Yes.
But still worth it, huh?
Yes. It's a lot of young people have to move further and further away from the center, and it's a real problem.
Okay.
We are running out of old derelict buildings, which artists and creative people like to use for studios, and it's a real problem. However, it is a wonderful city, and please come back and
yes.
let me know. I'll look after you.
Okay, I'll take that up.
However, I would say